The ocean, a realm of mystery, beauty, and untapped potential. But beneath the surface lies a darker truth, one that some would kill to protect. 10 brilliant scientists, each unlocking secrets of the ocean, mysteriously silenced. Were they victims of fate, or something far more sinister? Stay with me as we uncover the chilling stories that some would rather keep buried. From the icy depths of the Arctic to the sun-drenched coral reefs, these researchers dared to explore the unknown. But their pursuit of knowledge came at a terrible price. Our journey begins in the depths of the Cold War. Vladimir Alexandrov, a brilliant Soviet climatologist, disappeared in 1985. He stepped out of his hotel in Spain and was never seen again. Theories abound. Did he defect, get abducted, or was he silenced? His fate remains a chilling reminder of the risks to uncover the truth. Our next chapter takes us from the political turmoil of the Cold War to the crushing depths of the Mariana Trench. Jacques Piccard, a pioneer of deep-sea exploration, dared to venture where no human had gone before. In 1960, aboard the bathyscaphe Trieste, Piccard and his co-pilot Don Walsh plunged nearly 7 miles down. They had reached the Challenger Deep, the deepest known point on Earth. Their expedition was hailed as a triumph of human ingenuity. Karen Silkwood's story takes us from the depths of the ocean to the heartland of America, where her fight for truth had global consequences. Silkwood exposed a chilling link between nuclear facilities and water contamination. In the 1970s, she worked at a plutonium plant in Oklahoma, noticing alarming irregularities. Unsafe handling of radioactive materials threatened rivers and oceans. Silkwood documented her findings, exposing the plant's negligence. On November 13, 1974, her car crashed while carrying incriminating documents. Authorities ruled it an accident, but many believe she was silenced. Our next story takes us back to the ocean depths, where a brilliant cartographer's discoveries were met with resistance. Marie Tharp, a gifted geologist, revealed the hidden secrets of the ocean floor. In the 1950s, Tharp meticulously pieced together sonar data, mapping the ocean floor. Her work led to the discovery of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a vast underwater mountain range. This discovery supported the theory of plate tectonics, revolutionizing geology. The stories of Vladimir Alexandrov, Jacques Piccard, Karen Silkwood, and Marie Tharp are just the beginning. As we dive deeper, you'll see how some scientists weren't just silenced, they were erased from history. Karen Silkwood and Marie Tharp fought against overwhelming odds to bring the truth to light. But as we venture further into these stories, we'll see how the stakes only get higher and deadlier. Join us as we continue our descent into the murky depths of these mysteries, uncovering the truth about those who would silence scientific discovery to protect their own agendas. The ocean may hold the key to our future, but it also harbors dark secrets that some will go to any lengths to protect. Dr. Samuel Grigoriev, a renowned Russian oceanographer specializing in the effects of climate change on Arctic ice melt. His work has been pivotal in understanding the rapid changes occurring in one of the most fragile ecosystems on our planet. Dr. Grigoriev was a pioneer in his field, developing innovative methods for measuring ice thickness and predicting future melt rates. His techniques revolutionized the way scientists approached Arctic research, providing more accurate data and insights. His research, however, painted a grim picture, revealing a far more rapid decline in Arctic ice than previously anticipated. The data showed that the ice was melting at an alarming rate, far exceeding earlier predictions and raising concerns about the future of the Arctic. Dr. Grigoriev's findings brought him international recognition, but also placed him at odds with powerful entities, particularly those with vested interests in downplaying the severity of climate change. His outspoken nature and commitment to the truth made him a target for criticism and opposition. He became a vocal advocate for immediate action, warning of catastrophic consequences if the world failed to heed his warnings. His speeches and publications were a call to arms for environmentalists and policymakers alike, urging them to take the necessary steps to mitigate the impending disaster. Then, tragedy struck. In 2016, while on a research expedition aboard a Russian icebreaker, Dr. Grigoriev died in a supposed gas leak. The news of his death sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. The official report cited equipment malfunction as the cause, but many found the circumstances suspicious. The suddenness of the incident and the lack of clear explanations raised numerous questions. A gas leak? That's not exactly a comforting way to go for someone already studying a global meltdown. The irony of his death was not lost on those who knew him and his work. Dr. Grigoriev had been in excellent health and was known for his meticulous safety protocols. His attention to detail and commitment to safety made the official explanation even harder to believe. Furthermore, key details surrounding the incident remain shrouded in secrecy, fueling speculation of foul play. The lack of transparency and the swift closure of the investigation only added to the mystery. Was Dr. Grigoriev's silence to suppress his alarming findings, or was his death a tragic accident, tragically coincidental in its timing? The questions linger, with no definitive answers in sight. Adding to the intrigue, several of Dr. Grigoriev's colleagues reported receiving anonymous threats in the months leading up to his death. These threats were vague but menacing, hinting at dire consequences if they continued their work. These threats, coupled with the lack of transparency surrounding the investigation, have led many to believe that Dr. Grigoriev's death was no accident. The possibility of foul play has cast a long shadow over his legacy. The case of Dr. Grigoriev serves as a chilling reminder of the risks faced by those who dare to expose inconvenient truths. His story is a testament to the courage required to stand up against powerful interests. His legacy, however, lives on. His research a stark warning of the environmental precipice on which we stand. The data he collected continues to inform and inspire new generations of scientists and activists, reminding us of the urgent need to address climate change before it's too late.
Our next chapter takes us to the sun-drenched waters of the Caribbean, a region known for its stunning beauty and vibrant marine life. Here, we encounter the brilliant and dedicated marine biologist Dr. Sofia Alvarez, whose passion for the ocean was evident in every aspect of her work. Dr. Alvarez dedicated her life to studying the delicate coral reef ecosystems, tirelessly working to understand and protect these vital underwater habitats. She became a leading expert on the impacts of pollution and overfishing, shedding light on the human activities that threaten marine biodiversity. Her research focused on the alarming rate of coral bleaching, a phenomenon that has been accelerating due to climate change. This bleaching is directly linked to rising ocean temperatures and industrial pollution, both of which have devastating effects on coral health. Dr. Alvarez's work exposed the devastating consequences of unsustainable practices, highlighting the urgent need for change. These practices not only threaten the livelihoods of coastal communities, but also jeopardize the overall health of our oceans. Her findings, however, put her on a collision course with powerful corporations engaged in destructive fishing and dumping practices, who saw her as a threat to their profits. Dr. Alvarez faced increasing pressure to downplay her findings, with threats and intimidation tactics becoming all too common in her life. Despite these challenges, she remained steadfast, refusing to be silenced by those who sought to undermine her work. Undeterred, Dr. Alvarez continued to speak truth to power, publishing her findings in scientific journals and advocating for stricter environmental regulations. Her relentless efforts made her a beacon of hope for conservationists around the world, inspiring many to join the fight for ocean preservation. She became a symbol of resilience and determination, but also a thorn in the side of those who prioritize profit over environmental responsibility. In 2018, tragedy struck. Dr. Alvarez disappeared while on a solo research dive near the coast of Belize, a place she had explored many times before. Her boat was found adrift, her diving equipment still on board, raising immediate concerns among her colleagues and loved ones. The official investigation concluded that she had drowned after encountering strong currents, a common hazard in the area. Boating accident, or as we say in conspiracy circles, the ocean didn't agree with her report card. This phrase hints at the suspicion and doubt surrounding her disappearance. However, those close to Dr. Alvarez found it hard to believe that such an experienced diver could succumb to such circumstances, given her extensive knowledge and skills. She was known for her meticulous planning and unwavering adherence to safety protocols, making the official explanation seem unlikely to many. Furthermore, her research data, containing years of groundbreaking work, vanished without a trace, adding to the mystery and suspicion. Had Dr. Alvarez stumbled upon a particularly damaging piece of evidence, leading to her silencing? This question continues to linger in the minds of those who knew her. Or was her disappearance, as the authorities concluded, a tragic accident? The lack of concrete answers leaves room for speculation and doubt. The questions surrounding Dr. Alvarez's disappearance continue to haunt the scientific community, a stark reminder of the risks associated with challenging powerful interests. Her legacy, however, lives on, her work inspiring a new generation of scientists dedicated to protecting our oceans and continuing her mission. Dr. Alvarez's story is a testament to the courage and resilience required to stand up for the environment, even in the face of overwhelming opposition. Her legacy, however, lives on, her work inspiring a new generation of scientists dedicated to protecting our oceans. Her dedication and passion continue to motivate young marine biologists and conservationists, ensuring that her impact on ocean conservation will be felt for years to come.
crosshairs of powerful plastic manufacturers. I will not be deterred. I am determined to expose the truth about the industry's role in this crisis. She was preparing to release a bombshell report linking major corporations to plastic pollution. But before she could, tragedy struck. Her car was found forced off a remote highway. The official cause of death, a tragic accident. But those close to Carrington whispered a different story. Dr. Rajiv Patel was not your typical geologist. He was a whistleblower in a field dominated by powerful oil and gas conglomerates. The relentless pursuit of fossil fuels is devastating the ocean floor. Patel's research exposed reckless corporate practices, prioritizing profits over safety. He found evidence of toxic chemicals and radioactive materials being released into the ocean. These substances were decimating marine life and creating vast dead zones. Days before his testimony, tragedy struck. Patel was found dead in his apartment. The official cause of death, a self-inflicted overdose. His death remains a mystery. Dr. Layla Tariq, the acidification oracle. Dr. Layla Tariq was a visionary, a scientist ahead of her time. Tariq's research unveiled the devastating impact of rising CO2 levels on the ocean's delicate pH balance. She showed how this acidification was dissolving coral reefs, the very foundation of marine ecosystems. Shellfish, crucial to the livelihoods of millions, were struggling to build their shells. Tariq's research revealed that fish behavior was being altered by acidification. But Tariq's most shocking discovery was yet to come. Her research unearthed evidence that certain governments and corporations had been aware of the dangers. Tariq became a relentless advocate for truth and transparency. She called out governments and corporations for their inaction. She faced immense pressure, her funding was cut, and she was ostracized. She planned to hold a press conference to reveal the truth. But Dr. Layla Tariq never made it to that press conference. She was found dead in her lab, the victim of an apparent heart attack. These stories leave us with a haunting question. How many of the ocean's greatest secrets have been silenced, along with these brave scientists? Were their deaths merely tragic accidents, or were they silenced to protect powerful interests? The deaths of Dr. Carrington, Dr. Patel, and Dr. Tariq serve as a chilling reminder of the stakes involved in protecting our planet. They are a testament to the courage of those who dare to speak truth to power. Their legacies live on in the groundbreaking research they left behind. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the ocean, we must remember those who fought to protect it. Their stories are a call to action, a reminder that the fight for our planet's future is far from over. If you're fascinated by the dark truths of the ocean, check out our next video on the top 20 deadliest creatures lurking beneath the waves. You won't believe what's waiting for you down there.